Hi everyone, so today I'm just going to show you how to make one of these candy canes from my kit, and your kit will allow you to make 12 of these. So you're just going to get your first two pieces of string and you're going to fold them in half. A bit difficult to show on camera, but if you just fold them in half so that you've got the two loops at the top, and then you're going to cross the two pieces of string over. Doesn't matter which colour goes over which, and you're going to hold them in your hand like this and place your thumb over the top. Now if you're left-handed you can do it exactly the same way, and I will show that in a minute. I'll show you on the right hand first, but it is exactly the same. So if you want to label your strings, if you think the sticker numbers will help you, then you can add your stickers on and you're going to label them 1, 2, 3 and 4. And again, if you're left-handed, that's the same. You can just do it in clockwise motion, 1, 2, 3, 4. So stick the stickers on at the bottom of the strings if you think that will help you. So all you're going to do is get string 1 and pull it over string 2. You're going to get string 2 and pull it over the top of that one, which is number 1, and the top of that one, which is number 3. Then you're going to pull number 3 over the top of that one that you've just done, and this one, which is number 4. So you've pulled it over the top of those two. And then you're going to get the last one, string number 4, and pull it up like that. And you'll see it started to make kind of a square shape, like that. And you're just going to thread it underneath this one, which was number 1. Then all you're going to do, you can take your thumb out now and you can start to pull all of those strings. And I find if you pull diagonally, if you pull the two diagonal ones, so the ones at the same colour, and you can make it go as tight as possible, and you'll see it's made this kind of checkered square pattern. So I'm just going to show you that again. Put your thumb over the top of the cross shape. If you've picked it up, if you put it down and pick it up again and it moves round, it doesn't make any difference, so don't worry about that. Unless of course you've labelled, if you've labelled them then you might want to make sure number 1 is here, but if not it doesn't matter. So put your thumb back over the top, string 1 over string 2, string 2 over 1 and 3, string 3 over string 2 and string 4, which is this one, and then string 4 you're going to lift up and underneath this one, which is number 1. And then again just pull as tightly as possible. If you don't pull them tightly then the candy cane won't hold its shape. So you need to pull as tightly as they will go. Now I'm just going to show you in your left hand. It's exactly the same. So put your thumb over the top, excuse the state of my nails. 1 over 2, 2 over 1 and 3, 3 over the top of that one that you've just done, and 4, which is still under here, and 4 up and underneath. And again you'll see it's made this kind of square shape, and that's how you know that you've done it right. Take your thumb out and pull as tightly as possible. Pull on the strings really hard, as tightly as they'll go. Then all you do is carry on this same process, and I'll show you what to do next. Now once you've done a couple of knots, I think I've done maybe 5 or 6, you're going to start to curve the candy cane over slightly. So you might see that it curves naturally one way, or it might not. So I think mine kind of looks like it's curving this way really slightly. So all I'm going to do is just kind of start to pull that round a little bit, carry on knotting, and then as you do your knots, curve it round, and then all you do is put it against your candy cane shape that was in your kit, and you just keep curving it round and then start to straighten out to follow that pattern. As the candy cane starts to get longer, when you put it in your hand, put the candy cane through your fingers like that as it starts to get longer, and then you can carry on the same way. Put your thumb over the top and carry on knotting. So as you go along and you keep bending your candy cane round, you're going to get your pattern that you got with your kit, and you're just going to keep putting it against the pattern and bending it to the right shape, and then you just carry on going. Obviously it will start to straighten out again until you get to the right length, and then you're going to stop. So I've carried on knotting, but I haven't been comparing it to my pattern, so I'm going to go back to it now, and you can see if you don't start to bend it, it will just go straight, but that's fine. Just go back to your pattern and start bending it again, and if you've done the knots tight enough, it will start to go back in the right shape. If you're finding you haven't done your knots tight enough, you can undo it all and just start again, but obviously you've got 12 in your kit, so this can just be your practice one if you like, and then next time just make sure you're doing the knots tight enough. So carry on going, it can start to straighten out in a minute. So I'm nearly at the end of this one now. Just going to do one more knot, I think. And hold it up against my pattern one last time. And that's exactly the right length and size. And then all you're going to do is just take your strings. I sometimes twist them round, twirl them round a little bit, and then just tie them into a knot. And obviously you want the knot to be as close to the bottom of the candy cane here as possible. Tie it in a simple knot like that. Pull all the strings hard. I pull them individually, which seems to help. And make it as tight as possible. So once you've got a nice tight knot, just get a pair of sharp scissors and just cut it close towards the bottom of the knot. And there you go, that's your candy cane finished. Sometimes when you tie the knot where you're pulling so hard, you can bend the candy cane out of shape again slightly. So just again, put it against your pattern and just reshape it if you need to. So the last thing you're going to do is just thread a piece of the string through the top so that you can hang it wherever you want to hang it. So you're just going to take some of your leftover string and you're just going to pull, just get it to focus, you're going to pull just 2 or 3 of the threads away from the rest of them, just like that. So you've got a strand of thread. You're going to thread your needle through, which has come in your kit, and then you're just going to pick a point on the top somewhere, on the top of the curve, and just thread it through. you can just tie a knot in the top as long as you like, and then you can hang it on your tree. Alternatively, you can get some normal sewing cotton and use that, and if you wanted to make them into a garland, then again just use some cotton, sewing cotton, a long piece of it, and just thread it through the top of as many candy canes as you want to make into a garland. And that's it, you're done. Just thought I'd show you quickly. This is one that I've strung into a garland just by threading the same piece of string through lots of different candy canes. I think I've got 8 on this one, so that's really simple to do as well. Okay, thanks for watching, bye.